Happy day 40, you guys.
That evil look is back. You know why? Because Colleen's decided that on the 10s, meaning like obviously on the 30, and now on the 40, and probably on the 50 and the 60, and hopefully not the 70 or 80.
No, hopefully not.
We're planning more evil workouts. I mean, more good workouts.
They're just like longer workouts that take a little more grit, and why not every 10 days? So
I think it's good balance.
it's a good balance. So today's workout is called F'd Up 40. It's a little preview, but we've got a question of the day and a warm up to get to first. So question of the day is, what are your favorite toppings on a pizza?
Okay, so my favorite toppings, and I had it over at, for the first time, was it Railroad Pizza Place, the newer one,
yep.
right? I just went in, I didn't know what I wanted, so I was like, what's your favorite pizza? And the gal who served me was like, this is what I really like. And it was pepperoni, jalapenos, and pineapple. And I had that, and I was like, all right, whatever. It was so good. That's now my favorite pizza is pepperoni, jalapenos, and pineapple.
That's kind of weird.
It's
My
so
favorite
good.
toppings are pepperoni and pineapple.
Now you just gotta throw some jalapenos on there.
No,
It'd be golden.
A little too spicy. I like to throw on some green peppers, but definitely
Well, you got the right color.
Jalapenos, not jalapenos, pepperonis, pineapples, and green peppers. So let us know your guys' favorite combo of toppings on a pizza, and maybe after this workout, order a pizza because it's a long one and it's dessert.
It'll be good.
Yep. All right. So warm up. Let's grab a PVC pipe or a broom.
This broom brought to you by Libman. I don't know what that is, but
I don't know either. So wide grip here. We're gonna get some pass-throughs quick. We're gonna get 10 pass-throughs. And then you're gonna put that PVC pipe on the right side of your body, and we're gonna get 10 leg swings front to back.
and on these leg swings, after you've done about 5 or 6 or so, on those last few, try to get your legs up higher in the front and the back in that swing.
Once you get 10 on your right, opposite side, 10 on your left.
Same thing with these last few. Really try to get that foot up a little higher.
And then we're gonna go across your body for 10. And you guessed it, same thing, those last few. Try and get a little bit more motion. But it is, you guys, always good to kind of start small with these kinds of things, and then as your body gets more warmed up, get a full range of motion.
Yeah, any kind of stretching, whether it's static or if you're moving, start out smaller and then work your way into that stretch a little bit more.
If you're like me, by like the 5th one, you've got a consistent pop.
Gunk.
Yep, it's every time I go out.
That's funny.
All right, you guys, next thing we're gonna do, bring that PVC pipe behind your head and have a close grip on it, just like you would for kind of a back squat, and moving both elbows at the same time, keeping a full grip. You're just gonna pull them as far forward as you can. If you're really tight, you might not get very much range of motion, and that is okay. You're getting much more than me.
Oh, stop. These feel good.
So we're gonna get 10 of those, and then just moving one arm at a time, you're gonna get 5 each arm.
If you have a tough time with your front rack position, these are good things to practice. Even though the PVC pipe's in the back,
Yeah.
still a good stretch for that.
Once you get 5 each side, making sure you're in a nice, strong standing position, quads tight, butt tight, core tight, you're just gonna do 5 strict press from behind the neck. If you need to adjust your hands a little, that's okay. On that 5th one, bring the broom to your front rack position. What?
Hit the back of my head.
You did?
There's a coon coming up. Oops.
Good morning. All right, and then we're gonna do 5 strict press from the front, making sure you guys from the side, you're gonna move your head out of the way and then push your head through at the top. That PVC pipe, the path does not change. So you're not going around your head, you're going straight up. And your head is moving out of the way and through. At the top, your wrist should be stacked with your shoulders and in line with your hips. It's our strong overhead position. Once you get 5 strict press, you're gonna do 5 push press. With our push press, it's a short, small dip, knees driving out, and then an aggressive punch and land. So your feet are not rebending or moving. Got 5 of those. All right, next one we're gonna do 5 push jerks. So with our push jerks, you're gonna have your same dip that you started with. This time you're gonna jump, punch, and when you land, you're gonna land in that same catch position and then stand up. So aggressive, stand. Notice we're resetting in between each of these. We're not cycling through them. This is a warm-up. All right, after that one, you guys can relax your arms for a second here.
This should be getting kind of warm.
Yeah. We've got some thrusters today, so we are going to do some thrusters. Ooh. But before we get into the thruster, let's get some front squats. So PVC pipe in your front rack position, chest nice and tall. You're just gonna give me 5 front squats. Weight in your heels. And now we're gonna go into 5 thrusters. With our thrusters, it is one continuous motion. You are going to squat, and then as you're standing, think about driving up, arms locked out at the top. Good. Maintain that front rack position, head moves out of the way. Good, after those 5, you can drop your broom, set it to the side. We have done these a while ago, but this is just another nice way to kind of wake up your legs and get your heart rate up. We're gonna do 20 high knees, nice and slow. Once you get 20, so 10 each leg, you're gonna do 20 fast.
They feel kind of dorky, but
they do.
Your heart's gonna get going.
Yeah, once you get 20 high knees, then you're gonna do the same thing with butt kickers. So nice and slow.
Bless you.
It is allergies.
Uh-huh. That's the Rona right there.
No, it's not. Once you get 20 nice and slow, 20 fast. I almost feel like the Rockettes or something, you know, those ladies that dance in a line.
We could practice for one of our warm-ups.
Yeah.
A little choreographed.
Yeah. Okay, so workout, F'd up 40. Before we get into the format of the workout, we've got one final thing for our warm-up. So grab a kettlebell or a dumbbell, depending on what you need. And you are going to do 2 rounds of 3 movements. So we have kettlebell swings, kettlebell deadlifts, and kettlebell thrusters in our workout. So we're gonna review those quick and then do a little warm up again.
Yeah, so the first thing she's gonna be doing is 4 kettlebell swings. And on the swings, making sure we're keeping our chest up, our back tight, and we're not squatting in this, right? This is much more of a hip thrust while she's doing it. So let's see 4 of these guys.
And for today, we are going all the way overhead in our kettlebell swings.
They're American since Travis banned right now, right?
Yeah. If you need to do Russian for the first 2 just to get warmed up, that's fine, but you need to be making sure you're practicing our full American.
Yep. You notice everything's tight. She's keeping her core tight, back tight, chest is up, and she's not squatting down during this.
Kettlebell comes behind your legs, an aggressive hip hop all the way up.
And then kettlebell deadlifts, same thing as what we're doing with the kettlebell swings, is you're making sure your chest up and your back is tight, and this is a hamstring lift, so we're not squatting a ton in it. At the bottom, a little bit of a squat once you get past your knees.
Yep. My feet are just outside of my hips, and that kettlebell is gonna be a little bit in front of my feet, and then just stand up all the way.
Yep. That looks really good.
So I'm not rounding here, nice tight back.
Yep. If you are starting to round, just think about bringing that chest up. And if you bring your chest up, everything should kind of come in alignment with that lift. Last thing is going to be a kettlebell thruster, and there's going to be 2 ways you can do this. You can either hold it by the handles with your thruster, your squat, and your press, or you can hold it in a goblet squat. So whatever is more comfortable for you. Same thing, she's keeping her chest up, she's keeping her back tight, and that's holding by the handles. Try a goblet, see if that works for you at all.
Okay.
Couple breaths.
Hey, it's a warm up. I'm not trying to go for speed.
That's right.
Oh, that's a pop a kettlebell.
Which one do you like better?
This one's harder for me. because my hands are closer together. With that handle, I have a little bit better front rack position.
Yeah, that makes sense. So whatever position works best for you is okay with that. And obviously, if you need to do these with you just have a dumbbell, you can do all of these movements with a dumbbell. With the kettlebell swings, you can hold the head of the dumbbell. With the deadlifts, same thing, hold the head of the dumbbell. And then with the thrusters, hold in a goblet or on each side, whatever works best. Just make sure you keep that weight close to your body on on the deadlifts and the thrusters. We don't want the weight out in front of us because then your back's gonna compensate, and that's a good way to pull something.
Yeah, so you're gonna do 2 rounds of 4 full kettlebell swings, 4 kettlebell deadlifts, and then 4 kettlebell thrusters. After you get that, take a minute, catch your breath, get your water bottle.
Take a few minutes, yeah.
Yeah.
We wanna make sure going into this workout, you are fresh and ready to rock, but still warm. So you're not waiting 10 minutes because then you'll be cooled down. We don't want that.
So,
It's so exciting she is.
So F'd up 40, fun little workout for sure. How it works, 3, 2, 1, go. You are going to go for a 400-meter run. So run out 200 meters and come back, and then get started. We have a long chipper, but the caveat of this workout is every 4 minutes, you need to stop wherever you are and do 40 jumping jacks. So if you come in from this 400-meter run and get started on your kettlebell swings and that 4-minute mark hits, drop your kettlebell safely and do your 40 jumping jacks. So we're gonna go through all of these, but keep in mind every 4 minutes you're stopping and doing 40 jumping jacks.
Yep. So again, first movement, you're running for 400 meters. You're gonna hop right into your 40 kettlebell swings, which we just broke down the movements for. Remember, again, keep that chest up, keep that back tight. Your 40 lunges, when you're going into a lunge, there's gonna be multiple ways you can do it. You can step forward into them, you can step backwards into them, and you can also do a walking lunge. Whatever you prefer, whatever works best for you. Notice how Colleen on all of these, she's keeping her chest up. Again, she's not rounding her back and leaning forward on any of them. After you're done with your 40 lunges, by this point, somewhere in there, you've probably already done 40 jumping jacks, right? Remember, every 4 minutes, you're doing 40 jumping jacks. When she's done with her lunges, she's gonna go into 40 push-ups. Now these push-ups, she wants to keep her elbows close to her body. She doesn't want those elbows flaring out. It's a better movement for you if they're close. She's not sagging her butt down, or she's not having her butt really high in the air. And if she needs to modify these, she can put her knees down and do push-ups from there. Keep in mind on these is we want to try to have really good form on these. If you are starting to break down, definitely go to your knees or take a second before finishing your full 40. You don't have to bust them all out in a row. Once she's done with the 40 push-ups, you're going straight into 40 kettlebell deadlifts. And remember those same things we talked about deadlifts on the warm-up. Keep that chest up, keep that back tight. And then she's gonna bust out 40 burpees. And again, somewhere in here, there's a good chance you're probably starting another 40 jumping jacks. On her burpees, she's getting her chest all the way to the ground. She's standing all the way up and hopping at the top. And if you need to modify these at all, you can kind of walk down and you can walk back up and do a hop. That's a good modification for those.
And if jumping is hard for you or just like really bad on your knees, you can just make sure you clap overhead.
Yeah, we want to make sure your body's all the way up though. We don't want this.
Yeah.
Up. Yep. After your burpees, you're going into 40 sit-ups, and the 40 sit-ups we want you to be doing are where you're touching your hands behind your head and then touching your toes when you come forward. And we prefer to have our knees split open there. What is that called?
A butterfly sit-up.
Butterfly sit-up. Yep. Last but not least, you're going into your 40 kettlebell thrusters. Remember, whatever grip you prefer, and just keep that chest up, keep that back tight. And don't forget, throughout this workout, every 4 minutes, bust out those 40 jumping jacks. It's gonna get your heart rate up. You can bust those out really fast, so, yep.
Tag us in your posts.
Let us know what your time is. Really curious on seeing where everybody ends up with this guy.
Yeah.
So, and, well, obviously we'll know how many jumping jacks you do
Oh, yeah.
every time, so I'm curious as that as well.
So get after this one. Like we said, F'd up 40. Tomorrow is Sunday, so get after it.
Yep, you'll have a rest day tomorrow, and we will see you tomorrow. Thanks.